scared. So let's hop into it, guys. So the NBA, a rating from 1 to 10. How are you guys excited for this season, upcoming season?
I'm solid 10. Oof. My
Solid
favorite
10?
team. Yes, my favorite team is the Lakers since
Yeah.
like forever. Like
Why,
don't,
huh?
don't. Okay, it's not because LeBron moved. Okay, LeBron was like one of my least favorite basketball players, but
Mine is.
Lakers in general, like since they got all these people, they've been getting like a better like solid team, and I'm hoping that like they get higher, at least into the playoffs maybe. Like I don't expect a championship for the first year of like getting like a good team, but at least somewhere in the playoffs or at least somewhere up there instead of being like a team that no one cares about. And I already know there's gonna be a whole bunch of bandwagons too because LeBron is going on the team, like Rondo and all that. Like, yeah, gonna see Lakers stuff everywhere now.
That's true. That's true. How about you, Andy?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say a 10, I guess, because every season is a different season.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, every season's a different season.
It's always fun to watch basketball. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's always fun to watch basketball. Yeah, not just because we're not in New York and the Knicks and the Nets suck right now.
Wow, that's a bird. That is a bird.
I mean, it doesn't mean we have to not like basketball anymore, right?
Yeah, Andy, what's your favorite team?
Yeah.
Well, my favorite team would be the Blazers because, living in Portland and everything.
Portland?
And
it's kind of hard to like them every year because they always disappoint.
They choke.
Exactly.
They choke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always excited. Of course, there's the LeBron. Of course, there's always different moves in the league that we're going to talk about in a little bit.
Cool,
so it's always exciting to see all the new pieces that's going around.
Okay. All right. Nice. My scale from 1 to 10, I am not as excited as you guys. I've actually been disappointed these past maybe I can't even remember now 5 to 8 years. I'm a little bit more.
Period.
I know it is, but this year I'm a little bit more excited. So I'm gonna give it a 7. So
some big trades happened this year.
That's true. My favorite team is also the Lakers, but my least favorite player, as you all know from the earlier podcast, is LeBron. So I'm super conflicted. Like, I'm not sure if I should root for LA or not root for LA. So I really don't know yet. So
come on,
represent
the team. Yeah, come on, Russ. Represent the team, not the players. Don't switch up on them because you're least favorite players on the team. You still got to represent for the.
We'll see. We'll see. I said, I don't know.
If LeBron asks to join your team, you're not going to say no.
I'm pretty sure he's one of the best right now in the league.
Like, even for you, if you were the GM, you wouldn't say no. If LeBron asked to join the team, would you say no?
That's true.
Nah, you can't come. Nah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. He is the best player. It's just there's something about him I don't really like, and I've been following him since.
I just don't like him because people everywhere around me, they're like, oh, LeBron's the best player. LeBron's the best player. He's over. Like, I just think he's overhyped, and it just pisses me off because people always talk about it, and I'm like, okay, man, there's other people in the league too, not just LeBron.
Right, exactly.
That makes sense, but how can you be overhyped if you're the best player?
No, the best player is Lonzo Ball.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
He's the chosen one.
Yeah, Lonzo Ball.
LeBron has chosen tattooed on his back.
Right. Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
No, I did not.
Wait, you didn't know that?
I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, say Lonzo or LeBron? Did you say Lonzo or LeBron?
LeBron.
Oh, but he's the king.
All right.
Yeah.
And then Lonzo Ball is the chosen one to overthrow the king.
Okay.
Yeah, Lonzo was gonna overthrow it and get LeBron kicked out of the team, so he could be number 1.
He's been working on his jump shot. He's been working on his game. Game
that jump shot's ugly.
Hey, as long as the ball goes in, that's all that matters.
Well, that's true. Go in.
Well, sometimes it does.
You see his stats for the season? It was horrible.
That's true.
It's a warm up season.
Yeah.
He's just adapting to the new environment.
I mean, he's like my age, so I can't really say nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Wait until the season actually starts before you judge him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Andy?
Yeah, he's gonna get traded when he sucks. The GM.
Yeah. All right. He's starting over Rondo. That's
true.
pretty big.
Yeah, they have to. Otherwise, LeVar would get mad.
That too, but Rondo's getting kind of old. He's out of his prime. But he's still a veteran. But Lonzo, they gotta get
Portland's butt. So
they gotta get the rookies up there and get them some play time so they can get better.
That is very true. So speaking of that, so what are some of the headlines that you guys seen throughout the summer that's like kind of piqued your interest? Like, what are you going to follow closely on what headlines?
Any Laker headlines, basically. Like ever since I saw LeBron get into Lakers, all I seen was Rondo gets into Lakers, JaVale McGee goes into Lakers, Lance Stevenson goes to Lakers. Like ever since LeBron got into them, everybody started like following him. I don't know why. Because I guess they're trying to make like a team themselves, like a super team or something.
Right.
It's Hollywood.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Like, I'm pretty sure if LeBron didn't go into Lakers, nobody else would probably go into it.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody wants to go.
It would be the same thing if LeBron went to like a random team. They would all
follow him.
Exactly.
Yep.
Well, it really depends. I mean, if he went to like, let's say he went to Philadelphia, they already have all the pieces there, so I don't think anyone else would need to move to Philadelphia.
That's why they all moved to Lakers, because Lakers have the room and they have the money for it.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, what happens if he stayed in Cleveland? Would you still watch him?
No. I would watch like
he's dominated.
I would watch all the teams.
8 years.
Yeah, but he couldn't carry it to the end.
True.
That's very, very true. Yeah. How about you, Andy? How about any
he's not going to carry the Lakers to the end, right?
He probably
will.
See. He will.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
The Kobe's coming back from retirement and going to play for and carry everybody to the championships.
And lose to the Warriors in the first round?
Probably.
Probably. Exactly.
Yeah. Warriors overstacked this season.
Yeah. What headlines are you looking forward to, Andy?
Of course, every team LeBron goes to, you always have to watch out for it because it's always a headline and a story. Every time.
Yeah.
Every time he goes to a team. There's no new headlines for Portland because they're basically the same team.
Same.
Basically going to be the same results.
Curry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically going to be the same team, same results.
Mm-hmm.
They get to playoffs, but they lose the first round.
I guess the Warriors are interesting. Won 3 out of 4 championships.
Yeah.
Added DeMarcus Cousins, arguably one of the best centers.
Right.
Fleetler, super duper lineup.
Okay.
It's just championship or bust for them.
Yeah.
If they don't win the championship, then it's a disappointing season. So if they don't win it, then that's pretty interesting to see who does.
That's true. And for me, I think headlines-wise is to see if DeMarcus Cousins is going to come back and to see if he can mesh well with Golden State Warriors to win the next championship.
Isn't DeMarcus Cousins currently injured right now?
Yeah, he's injured, and he'll be injured for a while. So they don't really need him right now.
I heard he has like this. I heard he got the same injury as like Brandon Roy, or something like that, right?
His Achilles.
I think it's the same injury as Kobe, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Kobe. Or I don't know, somebody said
same
something.
Same
like,
person, right?
Yeah, like they said that Warriors risked the trade or taking DeMarcus Cousins because he may like potentially not even be able to play as well as he did before.
Right.
I mean, it's a good risk to take. I mean, even if they didn't add him, they would still be the heavy favorites.
That's true. Yeah, and they didn't.
So,
they really didn't.
It's like, so might as well just say screw and just take him.
Yeah. And they didn't really pay him that much either.
Yeah, they got a decent price on him. Wasn't too expensive.
Yeah, because that's the most money they can give anyone.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's like called the mid room exception or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And then I think the next headline that I'm interested is what team is going to come out in the East. I mean, Boston is the favorite right now, but I'm hoping like another team. The Raptors. The Raptors, you think is going to be number one?
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard, who are you, man?
Yeah. So I guess going into the next section then, what is your top 8 ranking for the West? Who's going to make it in the top 8 on the West?
On the West?
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So looking at the standings from last year for the West,
Warriors.
everything was depending on what Jimmy Butler does. The Timberwolves were 8 seed last year, so I would have to say they're out. I would keep the Spurs in. I would keep the Pelicans in.
Pushing the Lakers.
I would keep everyone in, and then you would have to add the Lakers.
Yes.
Right.
Maybe not
It would
Clippers.
be
Never
pretty
mind.
disappointing if they missed the playoffs.
So from 1 seed to 8 seed, rank them for me.
So it would be Golden State,
Okay.
obviously,
Yeah.
and then
The
Houston,
Rockets. Yep.
Okay.
and then 3 through 8. It could be anyone because they're all separated by like 2 games.
Do you think Blazers will be number 3 again?
Probably not.
I
Probably
don't think
not.
it matters because they got swept.
That's
I
true.
mean, you can get the 3rd seed, but then if you get swept again, that's
I
pretty
think
bad.
OKC would take over the 3rd seed.
Okay.
I don't
So
think
3.
seeding really matters because look at the Blazers. They got swept.
That's true. So are you saying only 1 and number 2 seed matters?
Basically.
Well, you always want to be number 1 seed.
Right.
Because Rockets were number 1 seed, but then Chris Paul got injured.
Right.
Yeah, but they were up 3-2. So seeding doesn't really matter if you're looking at it big picture wise. But
Right.
if you want to just rank who's the best team, you would have to say Golden State,
Yeah.
Houston,
Yeah.
probably OKC,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can just throw in whoever you want 4 through 8.
Okay.
Or
How
even
about yours?
third, that matter.
Who is your 4 through 8?
After OKC, I guess I would keep everything the same.
Mm-hmm.
Just Portland, Jazz, Pelicans. They're all interchangeable since they're so close in record by like 2 games.
You think
Right.
Spurs is going to
Yeah.
do better with DeMar DeRozan?
I would say they would do slightly better because they won 47 games last year, and then basically without Kawhi Leonard because he only played a couple games, he didn't have
Yep.
that much of a big impact. So you basically traded him and got a player in return.
Yep.
Mhm.
Traded an injured player for a
Yeah, exactly. For a healthy All-Star, I mean, you would have to say they got better, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
Okay.
And then you always trust Greg Popovich making the playoffs, so
Right.
I wouldn't count them out of the playoffs. And then
Yeah.
I would just keep everything the same and then just switch out Minnesota for the Lakers.
Okay. So you're saying Portland, San Antonio, New Orleans, Lakers, and who's the 5th team?
I don't know. I'm just looking at the standings. I would keep everything the same and then just
Yeah.
switch out
Timberwolves
Minnesota for the Lakers.
Okay. Gotcha. Is that the same for you, Brian?
Yeah, I basically say that.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
everything below, like the 4th seed, like 4 through 8,
Yeah.
they look pretty similar. The wins and losses and everything.
Gotcha.
They're
So-
pretty
yeah.
even.
Okay. How about for the East, Andy?
Cleveland's definitely out.
So they're not going to even make the playoffs this year, you think?
No, they're doo-doo.
I think Celtics.
Dang, that'd be
Celtics
interesting.
Will be number 1 this season.
Because
Yeah.
when LeBron left Miami,
Yeah.
I think they missed the playoffs too, right?
Oh, I can't remember. I'll have to look back
I'm
on
pretty sure
that
they
one.
did.
Yeah.
And then I think they made it the year after maybe, but I'm pretty sure the first year without LeBron, they missed the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I have to fact check that, but I'm pretty sure, if my memory's right, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But everything looks pretty much the same to me
Yeah.
because the only teams that made big improvements, I would say, I mean, the Raptors. It all depends on how Kawhi performs, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
To see if it was worth the trade, to see if he performs and it's a better fit
Right.
than DeMar DeRozan.
Right.
And then Celtics, they obviously got better because they're getting their 2 best players back.
Right.
Philly's getting better because their 2 young guys are only going to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Cavs, they lost that LeBron guy. Pacers are about the same. Miami's about the same. Milwaukee's about the same. Washington's about the same. And then the 9th seed is Detroit. Maybe put them in and substitute them for Cleveland, but it doesn't really matter. They're just going to lose in the first round anyways.
Right. Right. That's going to be interesting to see if that's probably one of the things I'm going to also watch is to see if the Cleveland Cavaliers will make it, to see how much of impact that LeBron has.
The LeBron effect is real.
We'll see then. We'll see how badly
When he left
they do
Cleveland
then.
the first time, they were horrible. That's why they got the first round, the first pick in the draft, and got Kyrie.
True, but they still have Kevin Love.
Okay.
So you never know. Kevin Love could make a big impact. You never know, right?
He is pretty good.
He's still an all-star. He's still a good player.
Yeah, yeah.
But even if they let's just say they still make the playoffs,
Yeah.
then what?
Well, yeah, of course they're still going to lose, but I wanted to see if they can at least make the playoffs.
All right.
Right.
It wouldn't
Right.
surprise
Like,
me if they did, but I'm just saying they're probably not.
okay. All right. We'll see. So is yours probably the same, Brian? For the
I would
East?
say. For like the first top two, I would say like I feel like the Raptors wouldn't be number one anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like either the Celtics or the Sixers would take over.
Yeah, I would agree. I would probably say the Celtics for me.
Yeah, everything else seems the same.
Okay. How about for your guys' most improved team? I'm pretty sure I already know what it is, but most improved. Yeah, for this season, who do you think is going to be the most improved team?
The Lakers. No doubt about it. They were
Not a question.
they were something else last season. They were
last year they were
irrelevant. Now this season
35 wins.
they got so big.
All
Now
right,
they're
we'll see.
relevant because of LeBron.
Right. Not
They got
LeBron.
the best player.
All right.
Did something.
All right, we'll see. We'll see how
I
much
expect
more
them to
improved.
do at least or to get at least like in the playoffs. I expect them to get that high.
Right.
I mean, if you have the best player, I mean, you have to.
Yep.
Right. Well,
Like,
so it's, yeah.
If they do really bad, I feel bad for LeBron.
I expect them to lose to Golden State in the first round.
I mean,
So
if they get in the playoffs, that's all that matters.
So-
that's
And then get swept by Golden State again?
Yeah, probably. So you're saying we're both saying that the Lakers will most likely be 8th seed.
hopefully not.
Anywhere
I
between,
would
like,
rather
8
have
and-
them
8
higher.
and 4.
Yeah.
Somewhere between 8 and 4.
Gotcha.
It
Okay.
doesn't have to be actually the number 8, but somewhere in between there.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're just so close that they're all interchangeable.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure like this year they're just gonna get used to playing with each other
Right.
and seeing how well the team like works together as a team
Yeah.
and see how far they can get.
Would you want the Blazers and the Lakers to play against each other in playoffs, and who would you root for?
Thanks. Yeah, I would root for Lakers.
What?
Oh, root for the Blazers.
I root for the
Yeah.
Lakers.
Would you want to root for the Blazers? I probably would root
I
for the
mean, that's
Blazers.
my hometown, but I'd still root for the Lakers. Lakers all the way.
What the heck? So I can't wait for that. If that ever happens, then I'm going to have to root for the Blazers, even though I know they probably would lose since they were even third seed and they lost.
True, because
Yeah.
we have pretty bad defense against superb players.
Yeah, exactly.
For
So,
example, Anthony Davis, he destroyed us.
yep. I
Dude,
agree.
that game, I watched those games. Those games were extremely sad.
Yeah.
Anthony
right.
Davis was just going off those games.
Yeah, it's
No
sad
one
to
could guard
see.
him.
Like, no one
Oh,
could
that's
guard
nice.
him. No one. He was
Nurkic is just
big.
too slow, and
Too
Aminu
big.
is just too small. We have no one to
Yeah.
put on him.
Yeah, we would get totally destroyed on that.
And Rondo and Drew Holiday were outperforming Dame and TJ.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was a big
Those
disappointment.
games were completely sad. Like, I remember the day when Damian Lillard made the clutch 3 to win the first round against the Rockets. That was a
Yeah.
good day. That was a good day.
I remember that too. That was amazing. But yeah, I think those days are long gone.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll see. So for the last question for this, is there a dark horse to beat Golden State, and who would beat the Golden State if anyone this year?
I would say that I'm pretty sure Golden State might win another championship this year, but I'm hoping the Celtics would take this one this year.
Really?
Hoping the Celtics.
Why is that?
I'm just tired of Warriors winning. I just want to see somebody else in the championships other than the Cavs and the Warriors,
Yeah.
and I just want the Warriors to lose their run.
Interesting. I my least favorite team is actually the Celtics. so I can't root for the Celtics. So for me, I think it would have to be someone in the West Coast. So I would pick Houston to beat Golden State this year. If they are going to beat if any team is going to beat Golden State, I would pick Houston. How about you, Andy?
Good pick.
I don't know. It's a toss-up between the Celtics and the Houston. They each have their things going for them and things that are kind of against them.
It's all up to like how well they play.
Yeah, because Chris Paul, he's always injured, right?
Yeah.
We saw that last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's always injured for some reason. And then they were up 3-2 against the Warriors. They almost had him, but then Chris Paul got injured.
Yeah.
And then they're basically the same team except they replaced Ariza with Carmelo.
Right.
Hey, but this year they have Hayward back.
Exactly. There's always the Carmelo effect, so you never know.
Mm-hmm.
People always talk about the Carmelo effect, so you never know how he's going to impact their team.
That's probably true. Yeah.
Especially this time in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon Hayward.
And then with the Celtics, I mean, like I said earlier, they got better. They got
Kyrie Irving.
their two best players back.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Yep. And this is
They're two all-stars. And then you expect Jason Tatum to get better because it's only his second year in the league, and you would expect all their players to mesh well together with their good. They have a pretty good coach and a good system, so it's a toss-up between those two teams.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nice. Oh, that's good. Who do you? One more question. Who do you guys think is going to be the MVP this year? So let's do it more individual. Who's going to be the MVP?
I'm hoping Kevin Durant doesn't get another MVP. 3-time MVP. But
Finals MVP or regular
no, just
season?
regular season MVP.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Okay.
MVP is always about. It's not necessarily who's the best player. MVP has always been about like one stats and two storyline, right?
Right.
Like just from the examples from previous years.
Right.
James
So
Harden.
you're saying that Westbrook
Russell
was
Westbrook.
potential? Yeah.
If I had to say someone, Joel Embiid.
Ooh.
Trust the process.
He puts up the stats, right?
Yeah.
He's 25 points, 10 rebounds. That's pretty good stats for MVP.
Yeah.
And then he's always a pretty funny character, and they're going to be one of the best teams in the East.
What about Anthony Davis?
I was about to say Anthony Davis too.
He puts up the stats too. It's a toss-up between those two, I guess. But there hasn't been a big man that won an MVP in a long time, so.
That's true. That's very, very true. I think it's right for that.
Always it's not as appealing as a guard or a wing player.
Right. I'm going to have to choose Anthony Davis for this one. I think Joel Embiid is good as well. I'm hoping for a big man to take it this season.
His record also plays into it as well.
Right.
That's why I chose Embiid, because they're probably going to be top 2 or 3 in the East, and then whereas the Pelicans, they can be anywhere from like 3 to 8.
Right.
So that's
true.
why I went with Embiid.
All right. So if you're going to choose big man, then I'll choose DeMarcus Cousins then.
Okay, so you're going to win MVP with 4 other All-Stars and
let's just all right. Kevin Durant will get another MVP.
Yeah, Kevin Durant. Yeah, so so that's good. No, I'm glad that we got to cover the NBA season. We're all three excited for it. I'm them two a little bit more excited, but I still can't wait for the season to start to see how this goes.